Many of you are familiar with this process. Here in Metro Detroit, when we want to get around from point A to point B, we hop in our cars. We're the Motor City. We're not known for having the biggest and best when it comes to mass transportation, so we take it to the streets in our SUVs and our cars. Now, when we want to get a good car, we want reliable transportation, we take that baby for a test drive, do we not? We want to put that car in real-world conditions to the very streets that we'll be riding up and down each and every day. Now, how many of us will go to a car dealership and simply take that car around in the parking lot? Of course we wouldn't do that. Granted, we have to drive in parking spaces, and it's a limited application where that could apply, but by and large, we want our cars up and down the same streets that we'll be driving. So that test drive consists of taking it to the real world, taking it to the streets. But we don't apply the same concept when it comes to the way in which we evaluate players, hopeful future Detroit Lions. I'm talking about the NFL Combine. Jerry Mallory here for SB Nation and prideofdetroit.com. Yes, I want to start off by saying this. I'm a fan of the Combine. I watch it. It's important. It gives you a measure of what said player can do potentially at the next level. But it's not the end-all be-all. No more than taking that car and kind of driving it in the parking lot. It's a limited application. The whole body of work is not there. You see, with that same car, we take it in the parking lot a little bit, but you know what? Now it's time to bring it out into the real world, into the streets where I will be driving it. It's the same with these players. Only thing is, they've had their test drive against other individuals, against real competition, in pads, for maybe 3 years of collegiate football. Why don't we start putting our level of importance this way? The way they do in the actual games, during their college career, then the Combine. So many times we see people fall in love with stats and 40 times. It's almost to the point where people are saying Combine measurables, then college performance. That's backwards if you ask me. I mean, after all, how many times are these players going to run a straight line 40 yards in the NFL? Hardly ever. Football is not played wearing Under Armour tights, under domes, with a bunch of people with clipboards and eyeglasses looking at you. No, football is played on the field. And so let's start putting a little less stock in the Combine and a little more stock in what these guys did for 3 or 4 years at the college level. So what do you guys think? Is the Combine becoming too important? Are we falling in love with the numbers too much? Or is the Combine just as importantly viewed by the fans as it should be? Give me your thoughts, your opinions, some notable features that you saw from several players at the Combine. I know David Moak made a lot of press because he was viewed as really strong, and Robert Griffin, RG3 did a lot of things. Give us your opinions as a whole. Again, I'm not bashing the Combine. I'm a fan, but I'm just saying, as a fan, as a fellow fan, let's temper our expectations of these players just a little bit because we saw them with some very impressive or unimpressive numbers down there in Indianapolis. Okay, guys, you know what to do. Leave your comments. I want to thank each and every one of you for listening. And until next time, this has been Jerry Mallory for SB Nation and prideofdetroit.com.